Hi, welcome to this edition of Tip Tuesday, and I'm going to show you one of my favorite go-to fall looks. But before that, I don't know if you guys looked at the weather forecast. I was like, oh, it's going to be 40 and snowing by the end of this week. So this is a great time of year to reevaluate your moisturizer. You might need to reevaluate your foundation shade, your foundation formula. I like to switch from matte to luminous with powder over it. I know that seems kind of crazy, but if you do the luminous, it helps retain moisture. And if you do a little powder over it, you still have that matte look. Luminous does make you look younger too, just throwing that out there. But you will need some powder to go over it unless you like that really dewy finish. So I do tend to find that it does help a lot with dry skin. So kind of keep that in mind. So, and like I said, reevaluating your moisturizer. Usually most people need a little bit something extra this time of year. So I can certainly help you out with that. Reevaluate your boyfriend. Just kidding, that's up to you, girls. So one of the things I like to do for fall is to kind of mix cool tone eyeshadows and warm tone eyeshadows. So one of my favorite new looks is kind of a combination of those things. I'm going to show you this here. And it doesn't matter what eye look I'm doing, it always starts the same way. Doesn't matter if it's smoky eye, natural eye, work eye, doing nothing today eye. It all starts with the base of a cream eyeshadow. My two favorites for this particular technique are the Beach Blonde, which is this lighter champagne-y colored one, or the Apricot Twist. It just depends if you want a more gold look or a more champagne look. For this look, I think I'm gonna go with Beach Blonde. Either one really doesn't matter. And I love using, this is our cream color brush, which is also our concealer brush. You do need to have a different one for concealer than you do for this, otherwise it's gonna get super gunky. Now the trick with this, because these eyeshadows, these creams have texture and shimmer, you only wanna put it on the lid here. You don't wanna go like this whole area here. Do this fast because I'm doing both today instead of just one, and I'm running behind, as per the usual. So it doesn't have to be super thick, but I do like to make sure it's out here too, because anywhere that you put it, the eyeshadow is going to grab better when you do this cream eyeshadow base. Sometimes I get a little crazy in the corners. So it's great too if you mess these up a little bit, you can just use your finger. All right, so every base starts out with the cream eyeshadow. The second thing that every eye look of mine starts out with is I have hooded eyes, meaning when my eyes are rested. See how I just like rested my forehead? You can't even see my eyelid. It's like trapped underneath all of this. So what I like to do is take a really boring color called Hazelnut. You could also do, so let me show you my compact. This thing's dirty, but you'll get it. This is Hazelnut right here. You could also do this color here, or, oh gosh, we have another one I don't have. You could even do something like this. It has to be matte and it has to be boring. And what you do is you start in the crease with that color and kind of work it all the way up to underneath your brow bone, and it helps push, give the illusion that that area is kind of pushed back. So you start in the crease like this, and I just like work it up. I don't add more color. See how I started here and then worked it up. So see how that makes like a little bit of a difference from that eye to that eye? It doesn't have to be super smoky or anything like that. So work that thing up. There. So every eye look starts out this way for me. Then I actually get down to the eyeshadow that I'm going to wear for that day. So for this particular look, I am loving this color called Stone. It's kind of like a smoky gray, but yet it's appropriate smoky. You could wear it to work, you could do it weekends, whatever. And what you're going to do is you're going to put this in the outer corner of your eye here, kind of in like a triangle that you fill in. I like to start with the darker color first because I want it to really stick to that cream eyeshadow. And I find when you put, this is really hard to do on a cell phone. We went a little extra smoky today. That's all right. We can always fix it. You do another color first, then it doesn't have as much sticking power. Okay, so that's the Stone on that eye. I'm gonna do the other side. And one technique for you that might be new if you have a problem with a lot of eyeshadow spilling under here, this new Chroma Fusion line is really good about not doing that. But especially if you have a really shimmery color, is to kind of tap your eyeshadow in like this. I know my friend Stacia's gonna say she says I'm the Bob Ross of makeup tutorials. Oh, just tap it in like a pretty little bluebird. There you go. Okay, and then I like to have a fluffy blending brush that doesn't have any color on it. So the brush I was using to put this on was our all over eyeshadow brush. I actually have a second one of that same brush that I use just to blend stuff. And the mistake people make when they blend is they'll blend over this entire thing. You only have to blend where you see a line. So I see a line here and a line here. So I'm just gonna work over those lines. So I'm gonna start up here with this line. See how I'm just like, I mean, honestly, there's no super magic to this. Just kind of blend over that. Kind of got out here a little far. And then just kind of blend over this line. So see, it went from holy cow, you should not show up like that to work to, oh, okay, we got this. Okay, so people always get so freaked out, but it's all in the blending is really what it is. And I like to, if you're wondering what I'm doing when I set this down, I'm gonna show you this. I have this like, this is really gross. It's like an old washcloth, and I just have it sitting here so I can wipe my brush off in between areas I blend. Because a lot of times, if you ever feel like, oh my gosh, I have that just got punched look, part of it is because the tool that you're blending with has color in it. Now I like to go back with our smudger brush, which is this like pointy brush, because you want your eyeshadow to be a gradient going from dark to light, and I just want to make it like really nice and dark in the corner. So again, your eyeshadow doesn't have that super muddy look. Okay. It's definitely different doing this, not in your own mirror. It's gonna be good. Okay, then what I like to do is we're gonna do a super light color here on this inner corner of my eye, and that includes kind of this inner triangle. And I'm gonna use something really light. I'm gonna use Crystalline, which is this one right here. If it'll focus on that or not. If I get my head out of here. It's just super light and shimmery, but it's only going like right here, and I like to kind of load it up right there. So I'm kind of putting it up a little bit, but then also in, because it just kind of like makes your eye look brighter. I also put like a tap like a little bit underneath. I'm gonna do that on this side, just kind of load it up right there. In that corner. Okay, so now we have this dark color here and a super light color here. I like to use a color, a fourth eyeshadow technically, because I did the hazelnut here, which I think my gray needs a little more blending, but I'll work on that. I like to bridge the gap with this, and this is where you can incorporate a warmer tone. So this stone is like more of a cooler color, although most of Mary Kay eyeshadows have a warmer undertone because warmer undertones make you look younger. So it can be a cooler tone or cooler color with a warm undertone. I know that's really confusing, but you're gonna have to trust me. And so I'm gonna use, I love this color right here. And so I'll post all the shades and stuff in the post so you know what I'm using. But again, this is like a high shimmer color. And what it does, it kind of creates a catch light right in the middle of your eye. But this is something you're gonna wanna tap on. And I'm kind of just tapping it like right in the center there. There, see how that, you can kind of see the before and after. And depending on how much light you want that to catch, you can put as much or as little as you want on there. And this is our crease brush. I use it for everything. These brushes can be used, they're synthetics, so they can be used with creams or powder. So there we go. Now sometimes if I wipe away some of that, or I want to be like more smoky, it's always good to touch up a little bit. You're feeling it. Okay, perfect. Then I'm going to go back to, I dropped my cloth here. just want to make sure, because like I already forgot what I used to blend with this, so there could have been color in here. I just like to blend it just a little bit all together. You don't want to see any lines there. Okay, so you can kind of see my eye now. Now one of the things that I like to do is, I'm going to actually skip eyeliner today because I'm kind of in a hurry, believe it or not. Ow, I just dropped something. So you can actually give the illusion that you're wearing it with your mascara. And so what I like to do first is use our lash primer, which is kind of like a clear mascara. True story, I used to wear clear mascara in high school. It was a legit thing. It just kind of wets your eyelashes, separates them, lengthens them so that the mascara goes on even more awesome. So, and you don't have to wait for that to dry, you can just go right into your mascara. So what you want to do with your mascara to give that eyeliner look is you hold it right at the base of your lashes and kind of wiggle it and then comb it out, and then go back in, wiggle it, comb it out. I'm going to do this it goes kind of quickly. So see how I'm just wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. I have like non-existent eyelashes too, so that, why is it always easier to like look up into something? So you could just set it there and keep going if you want to have more of an eyeliner look. I like to wardrobe my mascara. If you don't know what that means, wardrobing your mascara means you do 2 different kinds. So I just did a coat of Lash Love Lengthening, and then this is Lash Love. Okay, I might have to use a mirror for this because I'm going to stab myself. Okay, there. So you can kind of see the before and after eye. So see how it kind of looks like I have some mascara on. That's kind of fun. And then I'll do the other one too when we're not talking. And then I kind of switched my cheek look just to kind of switch to a more fall look. Normally for summer, I wear like this peachy shade called Sunset Peach, but for winter, I like to switch to this pink or this bold berry is really pretty too. They're both kind of fun. So I actually did a combination. I actually wiped my brush over both of these. And so I have a little bit of that here. Oops, of course I didn't let my mascara dry. See, it happens to everybody. You would want to do that. And then my go-to lip look, I either love wearing our new lip lacquers, but when I just want to wear like a good, I don't know, just like a fall lip, I love Appleberry lipstick. It is a teeth whitening shade. And so you can kind of see that. It's kind of a take on red, but it's more of a berry. So I have that with this Cafe au Lait lip gloss over top, which I love. It kind of mutes any lipstick that you have and just kind of gives it more of that brown shade. So I'll take a picture and put in the comments of the after look with both eyes done so you can see it, not in video lighting, and hope this helps you.